Today, my presentation is going to be on how to properly build your network, as some may struggle or may not know how to. So just to give you guys a brief introduction, some of you might not know me, and I'm Yuxuan. I'm a rising junior at Northeast High School. I'm located in Northeast Philadelphia, and I hope you guys will enjoy my presentation. And yeah, I feel my interests are business, networking, real estate, financing, and a lot more. And then first, why don't we start with defining what is networking? Well, networking is where you meet someone and then you connect to them. And then your network could actually be used in many different ways, which I'll be telling you throughout my presentation. So first of all, whenever you're reaching out to someone, your network grows, and a friend always knows another friend, which is another way of growing your network. And here's a quote: "A stranger is just a friend you haven't met yet." And I would say that is a awesome mindset to have. And a method of actually growing your network is, let's say you meet somebody in an elevator, and let's say it's Elon Musk, and then you already have the elevator pitch ready, and if you pitch to him, if you want an internship or just a way to connect to him, this will be a great method to connect to someone. And then you can see the image that I put on there is how you could write a 30-second elevator pitch. And then how to get contact information. So a few ways of getting a contact information is actually through a elevator pitch, LinkedIn, friends, and family, teachers, anybody you know. And a few ways to actually get it, I would say, is by expressing an interest and further reaching out to them, or having a reason to follow up on something. And then one advice I'll have is try not to ask for a job, but instead to ask for experience, information for your next job search, and to actually establish a relationship with them by introducing some of your common interests or a few goals that they could help you in, or just anything that they could help you in. And benefits from networking. So one of them is actually personal. So you can actually get a lot of personal information which you can't really find online. So let's say they want to apply for a West Gold Fellow, and then let's say I introduced a friend to West Gold because I know people who actually been in West Gold and who are actually working with West Gold directly, which is a great example of network. So let's say I introduce a friend of mine to West Gold, and since they already know who I am, it gives him an advantage over others who doesn't have that connection or that advantage. And another one is actually skill sets. So let's say you have a business, and then you need a programmer. So if you know somebody in your network that actually knows how to program, then that is a skill set that you are able to use, and you can use that to build your business team. And those are just a few awesome and great ways to gain your network. And then next, I'm actually going to give you a brief example of how to actually categorize your network in a way to protect yourself from harming yourself. So one, so there are, I would say, 4 different type of friendships, and so one of them is just people who you meet in your halls, and then people you don't, or just your neighbors. And then number 2 is your casual friends, or just people who you work with in school or in your when you're in the office, who you're working with. And then another one is close friends, which are people who you usually hang out with, who you share your personal opinions, your thoughts, and then you guys could argue without really spoiling your friendship. And then last but not least, is just intimate friendship, which is where like you're really close, and some of you might not even have an intimate friendship yet. And usually they they take a long time to build and to build up that trust. And then why I'm talking about this is because I myself personally have fallen into the trap of telling the wrong people the wrong things, which could get you in really awkward situations which you don't want to fall into. And then thank you. If you guys have any questions, feel free to contact me through email, or you can find me on LinkedIn. Thank you so much for going through this presentation with me.